Good morning, everyone. It's currently 6:39 in the morning, and today I'm gonna finally go on the beach ride that I've been talking about. For everyone that's been following me on Instagram and seeing my stories, you know I've been riding my bike for a little over a month now. Started off with riding out 5 miles. Felt like that kicked my butt because I haven't ridden in a long time. Then I started adding on another couple miles every time that I went out, and I decided, you know what? I want to ride to the beach. Originally, I just wanted to do it for the exercise, but I love the beach, so I figured why not? Got my breakfast, got my water all filled up, got a bunch of snacks, so I'm ready to finally just do it, so let's get it.
Take one down and hit my peak. Hit the lights and hit a right. Took everything, ain't nothing left. Count your blessings, count your steps. At your throat like we that strap. It's way too cold under this flesh. All we ball, but we don't mesh. All we drink, leave us a mess. Down all my drills at this whole news. Hit the lights and hit a right. Took everything, ain't nothing left. Count your blessings, count your steps. At your throat like we that strap.
Out here, it feels even more satisfying than I expected. I really don't feel tired at all. The ride felt really good. The weather feels amazing this morning, very cool. I feel so blessed to be here today. I've told a lot of people that I feel a very strong connection with the ocean, the beach, the water. It feels like a powerful spiritual bond that I have. Realistically, it's my favorite place to go. When I first started riding my bike, I really just had the intentions of just getting some exercise. But as I started adding more and more miles, I thought I should just ride to the beach. But I'm not gonna cut it short. Like, I'm gonna keep the pace that I'm going. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna continue the path and the timeline that I chose, and I wanted to stick with it. There were a lot of times where I felt like I wanted to just say, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, and then just cut it a few miles short of what I expected. But no, I'm really glad I didn't, because the last ride that I did, when I got home, my knees hurt so bad for probably the whole day after that. Like, I couldn't sleep that night because my knees were hurting so bad. They felt swollen almost. And I've been doing like full body workouts every other day. I've been jump roping. For people who've been watching my Instagram stories know that I've been putting in work every day practically. It feels great that I can sit here and really enjoy myself instead of trying to catch my breath, like feeling like I'm gonna pass out. Like right now, I feel awesome. And I'm not even worried about the ride back. I know the ride back is gonna be easy too. For the people that have a specific goal or they're trying to do something, and it seems almost impossible or really hard to achieve, break it down, create small goals between your starting point and your main goal. That way it doesn't seem like such a huge jump. Another thing I wanted to mention is For the people who don't wear one of these, take it from me, you absolutely should. The last time that I didn't wear a helmet when I rode my bike, and I honestly thought that was it for me. Summer going into my sophomore year, I was riding my bike to drumline auditions for my high school. I don't remember how I fell. I just remember riding. I remember the exact street I was crossing and blacked out. I don't remember how I fell. I don't know if somebody hit me. All I know is that I had a huge bump on the back of my head. I'm assuming what happened was my front wheel got stuck, like in a crack or something, and I flipped, landed right on my head, and I was out instantly. And it had to have been at least 15 minutes that I was passed out before somebody found me, because I knew exactly what time I left at, and I know what time that somebody called. And whoever did, bless them. I don't remember who they are. I very vaguely remember their face, but all I know is that they stopped their van, blocked the street for me, called 911, and honestly, the experience was just like in the movies. I was barely conscious, like everything felt very gray, very cloudy, voices sounded very distant. Like I remember the paramedics asking me what my home phone number was, what my name was, where I lived, and somehow I gave them that answer. I don't know how I did it. Passed out again. The next time I remember briefly waking up, I was getting rolled into the room where I was gonna get my MRI. I didn't really see anything, but I know that that's what that was. I passed out again. I was only awake for maybe 2 seconds. Woke up again in my hospital bed, and I'm looking at who I knew was my doctor and the guy that found me, and they were talking. I couldn't even really see them, but somehow I knew that that was them. Passed out again. I finally woke up with some real sense of what's going on, and I'm like attached to all these cables. I look at my phone, it's destroyed. I look at my favorite hoodie and it's torn apart. I'm thankful that the paramedics were able to save me, but I was so sad about my hoodie. Like I had an excruciating pain in my head, and this bump in my head was literally the size of a golf ball, like that big out of my head. And then they transferred me. I threw up in the ambulance, threw up when I got out. They kept me up all night, woke me up every other hour, said I couldn't sleep. I was starving. And they kept saying like, yeah, we'll bring you ice, we'll bring you some ice, that way you can be able to eat. I'm like, yes, please. But they didn't bring it until maybe hours after that. I finally got some ice. Finally got to eat that next morning. Yeah, and then I tried being able to go to the restroom. My parents were there, and I couldn't walk. Like they had to help me walk. It was so strange to not have control over my body. Like, they wheeled me out, like once they were able to take me home, thankfully. All I was upset about, all I could think about was that I couldn't swim, play water polo, or do marching band anymore for a little while. Eventually, once I got my MRI results back, ended up with a skull fracture, brain hemorrhage, blood vessels popped in my brain. A few months later, I had to go back for another one, and they said that it's very possible that my brain could leak, eventually develop meningitis. And I was like, moral of the story, wear a helmet. And lately, it feels like all I can really think about is how blessed I am to be alive and be able to do the things that I want to do, talk to the people that I love, be with my family, you know, even just be here by the ocean. Like just thinking about how many people have never seen the ocean, who have lived their entire life not being able to see it, not being able to get this experience. At most, maybe just see a picture of the ocean. Maybe they didn't even get that. Maybe they just hear stories of the ocean, and they imagine not knowing what the ocean even looks like. The ocean is just some abstract, scary thing, I'd imagine. The fact that I'm here, being able to hear the waves, feel the wind, feel the sand in the water, the smell. So yeah, I'm hang out for a couple more hours here. Just gonna try and live in the moment for a little while. Then I'll head back. So, see you guys then. All right, day's done. Now it's time to head back.
3 hours later.
All right, finally back. I got to shower, eat, got to chill for a little bit, and honestly, I feel fantastic. My knees don't hurt, and ended up a little over 40 miles today. A few things that I feel like I learned from this cycling journey that I've been on so far. One, be able to set goals. I was really only doing it for the exercise, right? But then I chose to want to be able to go to the beach, but instead of going from 0 to 100, one day riding 10 miles and then the next day deciding to ride to the beach and end up at 40 miles, like I broke it down bit by bit. Like every time that I rode, I bumped it up a couple miles each time. So I started off with 10 miles and up to 12, 14, 16, 18. Finally hit it to 40 today. Yeah, like as much as I wanted to just say, you know, screw it, like I'm at 18 miles, I should just ride to the beach today. Like mentally, I was on this clear path of what I wanted to do. And that brings to the second thing that I learned is patience. As much as I wanted to just go through and do it, and a lot of people were telling me, oh, it's not even that bad, like just do it, just go for it. It's like, no, everybody has their own pace that they work at, right? Like some people, it might be really easy to perform a task, and for other people it might be really hard. But as long as you plan and create specific checkpoints and specific smart goals in between your starting point and your end point, you will absolutely get to your end point much easier and with way less stress. The last thing that I learned was that when you're cycling and when you're on your bike on the trail specifically, most people either nod to you or they'll smile, throw a peace sign, something just as this is a hello. Honestly, it makes a big difference mentally. There's always those people that are just riding, going ham, and they're like, and then there's some other people that are just like, you know, waving, smiling. I think it's good to have both, because like you see somebody going really ham, it's like, okay, maybe I need to pick it up a little bit. But then you pass by somebody smiling and it's like, maybe you're not having the best day, or maybe you're struggling a little bit, and you see somebody smile and it's like, at least for me, it's like instant uplift for me. Like it was really nice to be able to have like a friendly, like quarter second. Eventually I started nodding to everybody, I started smiling, I threw up a peace sign. Even if they didn't do anything bad, it's fine. I just hope that I influenced their day positively, even if it's just a little bit. I was riding behind this older man and he had his daughter like behind him, like in a little car seat, or like in a bike seat right behind him. And every time they went down a hill, she threw her hands up and she's like, yeah. So, but seeing that, it was like, it really made me smile. Like it's just so nice to see happiness in front of you. The moral of the story is choose to give good vibes to everyone, no matter what. Like there is really no point to throw shade or to throw bad vibes or to make people feel uncomfortable just because. You can make the choice to be nice, or you can make the choice to be upset or whatever. But whatever you do might affect somebody's day either in a negative way or in a positive way. So why not choose to affect somebody's day positively? You never know if somebody is already having a bad day. You know, maybe they found out some bad news, maybe they didn't sleep well. Literally just a simple smile, a hello, maybe ask them how you're doing. Obviously in the correct setting, right? If somebody's just completely not having it and they feel weird being around you, like maybe it's situational. I think that it should be normalized to be able to just say hello and to be able to smile at someone without anybody having any weird thoughts like, oh, why are they smiling at me? Like, why are they talking to me? You know, it's just being friendly and spreading good vibes to everyone. Anyways, I had a great day today. I feel very refreshed. I feel very accomplished, and it was unbelievably satisfying to be able to ride to the beach today. Like, I was already excited to be able to do it, but actually getting there and being excited and being able to read, pray, and meditate, it was like, this is wonderful. Like, this is the place to be right now. Like, I was meant to be here in this exact moment, and I absorbed every second of it. Right, and then I rode back, and it was awesome. Right, and now I'm gonna continue on with the rest of my day, and it's gonna be great. I know it's gonna be. For you guys just starting off your day, or whoever's watching this, if you're just starting off your day, I hope you have a great day. It can be one if you choose to make it one. And if you believe it's gonna be a great day, it will be a great day. So go out there, spread good vibes, make goals for yourself, achieve them, and believe in yourself.
Don't tell me what to do.
Thank you so much, you guys, for being on this journey with me. Like I said, follow me on Instagram. You can see all the things that I'm doing as far as fitness and working out. So follow me, give me a shout out, ask questions. I'm open to talk whenever. So until then, peace.
Take a sip, take a hit, get your money, get out quick. Take a ride with me in the city, in the tinted whip. Your people look clean, but my people looking cleaner soon. Everybody around me gon' be pulling up in Beamers, man. Take a hit, get your money, get out quick. Take a ride with me in the city, in the tinted whip. They look clean, but my people looking cleaner soon. Everybody around me gon' be pulling up in Beamers, man.